Tim says that he came over, so let's go see what he's up to working on, see if he can get that 90 Toyota going again. So just yeah, I don't know, he's been out here for about a half hour already. I was finishing up with breakfast, so let's see what's going on. Oh, where'd he go? I don't even see him out here. Did he just drop off parts and leave? Interesting. Oh, he's draining the oil or something. Apparently he forgot something. So I guess in the meantime, let's fire up the heat in here. It's a little chilly for me. And I'll talk to you a bit when Tim comes back.
Me and the boys was sitting around drinking. We was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden, what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. And we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one more party, one more special occasion. Do it Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, holidays and weekends. We can have one more party. There's more hell we should be raising. One more party now, one more party tonight.
That one
Not
looks
bad. It was just that one cylinder.
So which one is that? 2? 1?
That would be 1, 2, 3. Cylinder number 3.
So this is
1 and 2.
1 and 2, and 3 is the greasy one.
So the tube seals on 1 and 2 are good, but 3 is
Crapola.
crappy. Yeah.
4 looks good too.
4 looks dry. So we had an issue with number 3. Wasn't part of the plan, but what the hell? We'll take
Part
care
of the
it later.
problem. That one ain't that great either. Might as well replace them all.
Yeah, I got all new tube seals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all getting replaced eventually. But now I can rotate this thing to top dead center without any kind of added pressure I need. Let me see. I hope to goodness, I don't know if I feel comfortable trying to put that down in the cylinder.
I got a longer one. Is it?
Well, I mean, this one here is a 3/8. I mean, you can put it in there.
Will that fit?
Oh, it'll fit.
Oh, there you go.
No, it won't. Oh, yeah, well.
Oh, no.
Well, I don't want to try that.
Well, here's what I do. I use this tool. The same thing I looked at in the tank. Okay, so we used this, we turned the crank over, and we found where top dead center is. Now we're going to look and see if it's pointing at number 1 or number 4. Or wait, what's the firing order in this thing?
Firing order is 1, 3, 4, 2.
So it's either looking at 1 or 3.
Yeah, correct.
Yep. All right, so he's going to take that off and we'll see where it's at. All right, that's looking at the number 1 cylinder there. So, hey, we are at top dead
number
center.
1. Oh, wait. What?
Does it say V?
What the hell is that all about? Why does that say 1 over there? That doesn't make sense. That says 4.
This is
It's sitting at 4? Come on, no, that can't be.
It's a V, ain't it?
No, that's a 4.
Oh,
One,
okay.
2,
I gotcha. Yeah, so
3,
one's down
4.
here.
So wait a second. What
One's
is
at the
this?
bottom.
Is Chilton wrong? Goes 1 left to right. Distributors on the right side.
Yeah.
So why is that cap? It must have been made by the J.A. Pan Company or the China Company.
Well, it's definitely 180 out then, ain't it?
No.
I mean, if one's at the bottom side, and this is the bottom of the image. They don't all come out of one side,
look,
do they?
Look, check it. If one is this cylinder right here,
Yeah.
logic would lead you to conclude that this, which is the thing came off it, is the number 1 thing. But on this cap, it's labeled 4.
Oh, you had it. That's where it came out of.
Yeah. That's labeled 4.
Huh.
That's why I think this cap was made by the J.A. Pan Company or
Oh, okay.
China Company.
That is odd.
The C.H. China Company. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So,
I think this is mismarked.
either that or it
I
doesn't
think we
really.
I think we are at top dead center, so I'm gonna just call it right there.
Okay. Well, it's one on the. Either that or they're all 4 are out of order.
Yeah, right.
You know, and it was 180 out before, and instead of taking everything apart and fixing it, they just put it out of order. All right, now that we have it at top dead center, we're gonna remove the frame cross member thing and the exhaust pipe so that we can get the oil pan off, so that we can get the oil pump out. So what are we removing here? I'll remove that horizontal one all the way off, and then that vertical one all the way off, and leaving the 2 bolts in it, and just pulling it down. Looks like the engine is supported on something.
Oh yeah, I gotta take these off.
Oh, there's 2 more.
There's motor mounts.
Ah, okay.
Bolts up in there.
Something up in that hole.
Let me look back here. Oh, yeah. And we probably have to take out. Actually,
Those 2
we're
also?
gonna take out this cross member.
Just remove that whole thing just to get it out of the way. To get the exhaust down, there is also a mount or a hanger, exhaust hanger that needs to come out. And we have to take this transmission mount off to be able to get to the pan bolts.
No, just to take the pan off.
Oh, really?
There's clearances. It's very.
Can you get on the bolt that's back
I can get
there?
on the bolt, yeah, because I got a swivel, but still,
okay.
you want to
Just make it easier to drop it straight
easier,
down.
right?
Okay, we're gonna make it easier. Post on. Okay, so pan goes into the bottom of the oil pump.
This whole piece is the whole side. Comes with a new seal for your front
And
main seal, and then your
here.
pump is here, and this here is your pan, where your pan gasket goes on here. So you got to be careful. Take out these 10mm bolts. You don't have to take out the 2 that are holding the pump on, which is here and up here. You can leave those in because that comes off with the thing. So, but you'll have to take off the timing belt and everything else to get that off.
Oh, you will have to put the bolts back in.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The bolts will
eventually
have to
it's
come
all
back
got to
in.
come back
Right,
in there.
right.
Yep. Okay. So just so you guys can see that, that is how that whole pump comes as one big assembly. All right, the gear on the crank just came off almost finger.
Just take a little pry bar, give it a little bit of a nudge, and
it came right out.
You'll get the cog that sits on here. You can just take and gently pry it out and just pull it off with your hands. Should come off with no effort.
And then the oil pump came off with no effort too.
And here's the old oil pump. Not good.
Nope, yeah, it's junk. All right, we're going in here after the power steering pump now while the oil pump is out of the way. And what, we got to drain this thing. There's a couple little hoses that go on the bottom.
Oops. Yep.
There's a pair of pliers that's on the floor. There's
There
some
we go.
mounting
There we go.
screws here and there.
There we go. Got it.
There's some mounts on the back side over here, and you gotta get that from the other side. All kinds of stuff. But that's what we're going after now, is getting that power steering
There we
pump
go.
out of here.
Tensioner adjuster needs to come off.
So that thing with the spring has 3 bolts. Not all the bolts have to come out for the water pump, but the ones behind that spring have to come out. So I don't know if you guys can see it there. Those 2, and then there's one more that's kind of back behind this here area where you can't see. So got to take them out, and then the water pump comes. Okay guys, the water pump is out. There is a, what is that, heater lines
heater
that
lines.
need to come in here, and that gets pulled out. There's a rubber seal.
You got to replace that. Make
That
sure
you got to
replace
replace that. There's another gasket that goes back there.
Yeah, and
That
make sure
whole
you
thing
also
goes
lubricate the seal on those that heater line, so it makes it easier to put it in,
But
install it.
But it was a lot easier when we took
Here's
the oil filter off.
So you place this O-ring in this area, which goes up against that block. That's where your heater tubes go into, here and
Here and there. Oh yeah, and that has a thermostat behind it.
Well, no, thermostat
Does it?
goes in
Oh,
here,
the thermostat's on that
and
side.
that's the housing.
Okay.
The housing goes in here with the thermostat.
Oh, and that goes to the block.
Correct. This goes to
Okay.
the back of the block on the
The block
side
is the
there.
back side over here.
Yep. You can see it, the hole from
From
this
that
angle.
side?
So this right here, film this right here.
Yeah.
This right here
That.
mates up with this hole right here.
Oh, that one down there.
Yep.
Okay, and that gets an O-ring.
That gets an O-ring, and then when you install it, you want to make sure you use a little bit of silicone in that to hold the O-ring in place,
So it doesn't slide
so it
out
doesn't
sideways.
slide and you pinch it and break it or anything like that. So
And then
just
the-
be careful.
And then the other side, the timing belt goes around it. Huh?
Yep, the timing belt rides on that.
All right. So that's a new pump. That'll go in next.
So we got a new pump for water or antifreeze and oil coming up.
And then an oil pump. And then, well, wait, what else? Oh, power steering pump.
Power steering pump. Yep, replacing all the pumps at the same time.
Yeah, replace. And we decided it was easier to replace all the pumps at once rather than trying to put the oil pump in and then go back and do the other ones later, because once it's out of the way, it's easier to have more space. So, okay, talk to you when that's closer to done.
Me and the boys was sitting around drinking, we was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. And we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one more party, one more special occasion. Do it Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, holidays One more party now, one more party tonight.